everybody. I think I got most of the technical issues figured out at this point. Oh boy. Alright, let's try that again. So I got most of the technical issues figured out from the first episode, or episode, in quotes. I did a little streaming yesterday as well, so thank you to those who stopped by and hung out for a little bit. I had a lot of fun. We spent most of the time just kind of chopping a lot of trees down, doing a little bit of terraforming. Because in this episode, we are going to be building, I guess, the house, the base, today. It might span a couple of episodes, I'm not entirely sure. So, yeah. I got most of the resources to at least get us started up. I have my laptop next to me so I can have the world open, or the house in the test world open. So I will probably go into some sort of time lapse. Bitch. Alright. A lot of distractions this episode. I'm gonna probably go into some sort of time lapse while I build. So, yeah, here goes. Yeah, so good thing I did a lot of wood chopping because I probably underestimated how much wood this is gonna take, because there's just a lot of logs. A lot of them are stripped too. Yeah, this isn't gonna be terribly fun. Alright, so I think I got the frame done, at least for the first floor. I need spruce. I knew I would need spruce at some point, and I forgot to cut it down, but I got some saplings when I was exploring off camera. There it is. There. Cool. Do I have any bones? I don't think I have any bones. Okay, well, that means I'm gonna have to go get some bone meal. That's wonderful. What could I use? I'm not sure what I could use. I'm gonna just have to do a bunch of, Oh, wait, I've got a bunch of saplings that I really don't need all of them. So I could probably just throw all of these saplings through the... I call them composters. My friends and I have been debating whether it's composter or composter. It's like, I know it's compost, but composter doesn't sound right. I've heard a lot of people actually call it a composter, but let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. It's really fun cutting down these 2x2 spruce trees, just because you can kind of staircase up and then destroy the staircase on the way down. And it harvests a lot of spruce. My only critique is the pod soul. I don't think I have a use for it right now, and I don't have silk touch, so that's gonna have to stay, or I'll have to turn it back into dirt at some point. But yeah, the floors are gonna be spruce for this place. I think the trim of the roof is also spruce, if I remember correctly. So I'll need a little bit of it. I also need acacia, but I might be able to get away without using acacia. Not necessarily for the orange wood, but because of the bark. I didn't want to use like cobblestone or stone brick for the foyer. Anyway, so this is the foyer that I mentioned. Or the foyer. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it. I think it's supposed to be foyer, but I pronounce it foyer. Just, yeah. And then, yeah, in here, this general area would have the acacia logs kind of laid across. And then the actual floor on why I needed spruce is raised. So it's set above ground. And then the stairs are going to be right here. Also, I will apologize if I cannot get my mouse and keyboard filtered out, because I know they are so loud. And that is because, well, the mouse is just loud by default. But the keyboard, which you can probably hear right now, I wanted to get specifically I think this is a Razer keyboard. Yes, it is, because it's compatible with the Synapse app. I'm kind of a Razer fanboy, but that's more of I want all of this stuff to be in one app that I can control. Like I could change all the LEDs and stuff. Actually, I still need those. I wanted everything to be in the one app so I could control all the LEDs instead of having to open up all these different programs just to change the color of the LEDs. And I had gotten, this was around Christmas time when I was still building my PC. And I got like a Newegg gift card for Christmas. And it was like $100 or something. And at that point, I had pretty much already ordered all of the parts for my computer. So what I ended up doing was I was like, oh, I need a keyboard. That would be probably pretty helpful to have, you know, if I actually want to use my computer. So I'm looking for all these Razer ones, and I'm very specific about my keyboards. Like I wanted a full keyboard, so it has, you know, the arrow keys and the number pad and obviously the keys and stuff. But I couldn't find, I wanted like a slightly different key. I forget what it's called, but like there's 3 different types of keys. There's linear, which is just like the same amount of pressure per click. And then there's like some sort of haptic one. I don't remember the name. And that requires a little bit of force initially, and then it's consistent for the rest of the keystroke. And then there's clicky, which is just the same thing I just mentioned, but louder. They only had the clicky option available for this keyboard that I wanted, and because I wanted to use the gift card instead of just getting it off of the Razer website, I'm stuck with this loud ass keyboard because it has the clicky keys. But yeah, so right now I am working on the staircase. I really shouldn't have filled this all in because I'm gonna have to just do what I'm doing and unfill it, empty it. But yeah, it's gonna be a staircase kind of going up clockwise. I actually do need some stone brick. Is it set back one? I think it's set back one. It is, okay. So it goes like this, and it kind of just goes like that throughout the entire house. So I'll just preemptively go up a little bit. And then it is... Should probably put a crafting table out here. It is half slabs. So... Okay, I didn't need quite that many. Yeah, I could probably just use them all. So the backstory with this house design that I'm doing now is during finals week. I think I had mentioned this in the last episode. During finals week, I started up a survival world. I knew it was going to be very short-lived, so I was just kind of doing my own thing, just taking it slow, chill. And what did I come in here for? Sorry. Yeah, so I was taking it slow and chill, and I had designed this house for that other world, and it's kind of heavily inspired by something online. So I started building it over there. I never finished it in that world, but I thought, you know, I kind of really like this house, and it's gonna fit the theme that we're doing for this season. So why not just do it here? And here I am. Not a terribly interesting story, but it's just more of a background as to why I'm building this house specifically and why I have it preemptively built. I also like to plan things out so I don't waste a bunch of materials and then in time and realize, oh wow, that looks awful. I also forgot to mention in the last episode, I actually came back a couple of days ago from my trip in Scotland, which was, and it's not like a super bad jet lag. Like they're only 5 hours ahead of the eastern part of the United States. So I was eating dinner when normally I would be eating lunch, but I'm still kind of recovering from the way back. I've just been so tired, and I've been waking up at like 5:30 every morning. Yeah, I've just been so tired, and I haven't been able to think. And I work today too, which I'm not looking forward to. I'm just gonna put some cobblestone down in place of the acacia. We'll see how many episodes it takes before I actually put the acacia in there. Well, I need a little more than that. I need a little less than that. And time for sleepies. I don't think I have glass, so that might mean a trip to go get glass. Yep, wonderful. What the fuck?
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
What kind of dinky ass tree is this? Sometimes I am ungodly good at head math, and other times I struggle doing 7 plus 8. I'm struggling. 15. More iron. Yay! We got a visitor. So yeah, the Ender Dragon has already been beat by a couple of the guys. So that's kind of caused some tensions in the group right now. But I'm not going to get into that. But so we also no longer have an egg in the world. The dragon egg is gone. Because what happened, from what I've been told, is when they slay the Ender Dragon and they were trying to get the egg, to be an item, when you punch the egg, it teleports. It just so happened to land into the end portal. And, that's like a small chance of happening. I didn't need to go that high. No. So that's a small chance of happening. And when that happens, this is apparently a bug in the game. It does teleport into the overworld, and it does teleport into spawn, but it becomes an item and teleports to the maximum possible Y height, which is like 30,000 something. You render chunks all the way to bedrock and all the way to that Y height. And I think someone was in spawn for long enough, or they might have been in spawn long enough, that even if you like spammed rockets with the elytra, you wouldn't have gotten to the egg in time, and it would have definitely despawned by the time it hit the ground. So that happened, and there is currently no longer a dragon's egg in the server. Alright, so now I think pretty much the windows done for the second floor. This is going to be the bedroom. I might have this... Man, he is struggling. I'm going to have this be the map room, and then initially I was going to have this be kind of like the brewing room where I would make potions and stuff. However, now that I'm going to be doing 2 towers, I might do that in one and the nether portal in the other. So you guys will have to let me know down in the comments what you think should go here. And I should also explain this and this is going to be storage. And then I will have furnaces and stuff down here, so I don't want to make that a kitchen necessarily. I also have to make a bunch of trap doors, because I'm just going to have these be balconies that are accessible from the bedroom. Oh no, it's so tragic. That's tough. Okay, well, I'm gonna do some more tree farming. Alright, so I got these trees cut down, didn't take very long. I also I cut down hopefully most of this tree, if not all of it. It's currently in the state of decaying. It's just because, monsters were spawning there pretty much every single night. Actually, I'm gonna go plant these because I know damn well I'm gonna need more spruce. I'll have some chests in here that'll just be some manual storage, but like mass storage, I might have to make a whole facility for that. I might actually have it be mostly for stone if I'm going to be doing a lot of the stone work. God, that looks so stupid. Guess while I'm still kind of thinking about it, I can do... There we go. That is the first part. There's gonna be... I'm gonna put a roof on those kind of like winged sections. I don't know what those are officially called. And then there's going to be another floor-ish that kind of towers up from there. Alright, we are getting pretty close, actually. This is taking less time than I thought it was going to. So next up we gotta figure out the roof back here. It's kind of a slant like that. It's like half of one of these peaked roofs. And then just like the last little bit up top. I gotta figure out the stairs for that section real quick though. Actually, I could do that. I could do that later. There we go. So now we just have this last little part right up here, and we will be done with the shell. Probably gonna end off the episode here. I think I'm gonna do the interior design. Not sure yet. I still need to decide. It'll either be in the next episode or when I'm live next, which will probably be not quite sure. Today's Tuesday. It might be Wednesday, might be Thursday. We'll see how I'm feeling. I'm working closing shifts, so I'll be pretty tired. Also, I should probably mention while I'm still thinking of it, because I've been meaning to mention it all episode. You're probably wondering or thinking, wow, this house placement sucks. I am planning on tearing down this building here and the one in front of it. This whole village is gonna go, especially since everything has died now. All the villagers have died. Which, I was either gonna go that route or I was gonna imprison them. There we go. There is the outside of our house. That went a lot faster than I was thinking, and Like how in the beginning of the episode I thought I underestimated. I pretty much overestimated. I underestimated on the spruce, but heavily overestimated on the oak. Oh well, we have that for future builds. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you got this far, I appreciate you. Leave a like, maybe comment golden carrots or something if you got this far, just so I know and see how many people are actually watching my videos all the way through. So yeah, thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.